What's good? What's good? It's the one and only, but what do I know? Boxing coming back at y'all with another one, man. So we got Tank Davis in the news. That's possibly, it's a rumor, nothing confirmed. It is a rumor, but they're saying that Tank could possibly be fighting Lamont Roach in December of this year. Now I'm gonna be honest, bro. First of all, this is not a fight that I want to see, whether it's free or pay-per-view, because Lamont Roach is a champion at 130 pounds. I don't want to see this fight. But if they are going to show this fight, bro, at least do not put it on pay-per-view, dog. Like, I mean, I've always said these guys are trying to force Tank to be a pay-per-view star instead of letting it come natural. It takes two to make a pay-per-view event, bro, right? You got to at least have an A-level fighter and a B-level fighter, but the B-level fighter has to be somewhat known. Two A-level fighters is even better, but they both have to be known, bro, in order to make a pay-per-view star, right? Tank, like, for example, like Floyd Mayweather and Robert Guerrero, right? Robert Guerrero was a fight that's a fight that nobody really wanted to see anyways, but he was a B-level fighter. He just beat Andre Berto. He was at least known, right? Or Floyd Mayweather versus Marcos Maidana, who had just beaten the very popular at the time Adrian Broner, who I heard now is worth $100,000. That's crazy. But anyways, so those guys were popular. Like, they come off of big wins, they're popular or whatnot. So then Floyd fought them or whatnot. All right. Or even like guys like Victor Ortiz, who had coming off of a fight of a year with Andre Berto, like stuff like that. It takes, you know, if it either takes two A-level fighters, like a Mayweather and Pacquiao, or like an A-level but a B-level guy that's really known and you know, coming off of a good win, like I just said with Floyd and Marcos Maidana, or Floyd and Victor Ortiz, you know, two other A-level fighters, Floyd and Miguel Cotto, right? You know what I'm saying? But when you got guys like who is very popular, like Tank Davis, possibly fighting a guy like who is not popular at all, like Lamont Roach. Like, I just did a video on Gary Russell calling out Tank Davis and shit. To be honest, I would rather Gary Russell get a fight with Tank Davis than Lamont Roach. I mean, I'm just saying. But anyways, let me go ahead and get into the article. I'm gonna give you my opinion, and then you know, it is what it is, man. That's crazy. All right, so shout out to Boxing News 24. It says Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach possible for December. Gervonta Davis is rumored to be defending his WBA regular. I thought he had the full belt now that Tank Davis, now that Devin Haney moved up, so I don't understand that. But anyways, regular title against Lamont Roach in a low yield clash and it is on pay-per-view. All right. Lamont Roach, who has the record of 25-1 with 15 knockouts. I don't even think that's his a correct record, bro. I think he's like 25-1 with 10 knockouts. Matter of fact, let me go verify that real quick, because that's Lamont Roach box rec. I don't think. Yup, just like I thought. See, I know my boxing. I know my boxing. 25-1 with 10 knockouts. They tried it, but let me, okay, so let's get back to the article. So it says 25-1 with 15 knockouts, but in reality, Lamont Roach is 25-1 with 10 knockouts, so not a big knockout artist at all. Who holds the WBA title at super featherweight, would be moving up to 135 pounds to challenge Tank Davis, who is 30-0 with 28 knockouts, for his secondary title at lightweight. That's not he has the full title though. I don't get why they keep saying that. But anyways, thus far, Tank Davis versus Lamont Roach has not been confirmed yet. This would be viewed as another mismatch and soft touch for Tank to ensure that he keeps bringing an easy money win without sustaining damage. The interest from the boxing public in a fight between Tank versus Roach is minimal, if at all, to be honest, and that's just my opinion, as many more compelling opponents are available using a 130-pounder as an opponent. No one wants to see Tank select Roach from the super featherweight division to pad his record and sell his mismatch on pay-per-view. There's more interest from fans than watching Tank Davis defend against Lamont Roach. Okay, so you got the guys that they got. You got Jose Venezuela, who is Rayo. Now I heard that they were looking at Rayo, but I also heard that Rayo that Isak is gonna activate his rematch clause against Rayo. So I don't think that that's possible. But Devin Haney, I've always called for that fight. I don't even understand why. Bro, when I tell you I get pissed off when I talk about that statement, I get so pissed off, bro. I don't, man, I swear to, man, I promise, God, this should be, it be pissing me off. I don't understand why Tank Davis don't fight Devin Haney. And I really think Tank can beat Devin Haney, bro. But apparently I think so more than Tank Davis does. I don't understand why that's not, what, man. Anyways, Williams Zepeda, that's another fight. I love that fight, bro. Oh my gosh, I want Tank to fight Williams Zepeda. Bro, he's a Hispanic undefeated. You can, now if you want to sell that, go ahead and sell it. Both of y'all are knockout artists, bro. I think that would be perfect, bro. He's already in line with the fighters that you already like fighting. Edwin De Los Santos, I don't really think anybody's interested in that with the dud that he put up with Shakur. Floyd Schofield, that's a good one. Keyshawn Davis, that's cool. That too. Andy Cruz, that's all right. And this Berncheck, I think, what is he, the IBF champion at 135? I mean, the last four is like, I don't have to see the last four right now because they're still working on building themselves. Raymond Maradala or whatever. I don't actually, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I just named, from Edwin De Los Santos, Ray Maradala, Floyd Schofield, Keyshawn Davis, Andy Cruz, and Dennis Berncheck, I don't have to see those guys, but for sure, the first three I would love, man. Williams Zepeda, Devin Haney's number 1 for me. Williams Zepeda number 2, and Rayo Venezuela is number 3. I don't, those are the fights that he should be having. Now, but Rayo, obviously, I just said he had, I think that they're going through their little thing with Isak Cruz. But anyways, this will be viewed as another example of a cherry pick by Baltimore native Tank Davis, who has been matched very carefully through his pro career. As popular as Tank is, he would be a much bigger pay-per-view attraction if his management at PBC had done a better job of selecting quality fighters that the U.S. public was interested in watching. The best pay-per-view fight Tank had in his career was against Ryan Garcia in 2023, which bought 1.2 million buys. The reason for those high numbers was because Tank and Ryan. Other than that one fight, Tank's biggest pay-per-view numbers are these fights. Frank Martin, which did 350K. That's actually good numbers though. A lot of people don't understand the market and like the break, but Tank versus Frank, all right, cool. Tank versus Rolly should not have been on pay-per-view. Tank versus Leo should not have been on pay-per-view. Tank versus Hector, damn sure should not have been on pay-per-view. Tank versus Mario Barrios should not have been on pay-per-view. And Tank versus Isak Cruz, damn sure should not have been on pay-per-view. All of those are, I mean, the Frank Martin fight, I mean, 350,000 pay-per-view buys. I mean, you can't, that's good money, bro. So, I mean, I didn't, on paper, it shouldn't have been on pay-per-view, but, I ain't gonna be mad at that. Those numbers would be much higher if Tank had been fighting the best instead of lesser fighters. It's believed that Tank management has purposely matched him up against lesser opponents to treat him like an oil well kept pumping at low capacity to make it last longer. If that oil were to pump at maximum capacity to bring the money, it wouldn't last long. Okay, you sound like a hater. But anyways, matching Tank against the best fighters would have already made him a massive star, but it wouldn't last long. The downside is that Tank Davis has failed to become a big pay-per-view attraction, as arguably less popular than fighters like Ryan Garcia. Roach's best win of his 10-year professional career was a 12-round split decision against Hector Luis Garcia. Last November, Tank knocked out Hector in the 9th round in January 2023, which was a one-sided fight, which shows how much of a mismatch Davis versus Roach would be. And then it says, seconds out, says Devin Haney reacts to Davis report next opponent, and Davis responds brutally. So Davis, you can respond to Devin Haney, but you can't respond when somebody says something about your race. But all right. Gervonta, it says the knockout artist for Baltimore came back in June. Frank Martin. I'm trying to get to what Tank says. Of course, it says Tank versus Lamar Roach. Okay. So Haney So Haney, who is included with the group of young American fighters alongside Davis that fans will want to see, laughed at the news. So it shows a picture of Haney sharing the news and laughing at it. And Tank responded quickly with the picture of Haney taking a shot from opponent Ryan Garcia, saying, "Let's keep laughing. Your face hates to see a left hook coming." Davis also compared their fights. He stopped Garcia with a body shot last year, but the latter bounced back to defeat Haney via decision before a failed doping test being overruled to a no contest. So, bro, I mean, this is just all right. Let's go ahead and talk about this. Now, I know, as you guys know, I always say Tank is my favorite fighter at 135, but I often give him a lot of, a lot of slack or whatnot. Well, I don't give him a lot of slack. I don't give him any slack. I often give him a lot of, a hard times at times like this, because it's like, bro, you're well above these guys, bro. And I know, like, at first it was the whole thing with like Tank not fighting black fighters, and it's cool, bro. Like, he fought Frank Martin, good win, bro. Salute to you. But Lamont Roach, dog, like, I could just think of many other fighters that I'd rather see you fight. Shakur Stevenson, no. Well, yeah, I guess I would rather see you fight Shakur than Lamont Roach. But Devin Haney for sure. I don't understand why that fight just has never been made. But regardless, man, this is just not a fight like that you should be trying to sell people on pay-per-view. And that's my whole thing with them. Like, it's like you're trying to like force that. Like, Tank is a star, no doubt about it. But it's like, bro, like if you taking advantage of us at this point, or trying to at least, because it's like, bro, nobody should be paying. And I mean, they'll probably put David Benavidez on there, and that's my guy, but he'll probably be fighting, somebody that's not, because he doesn't just. And fighting in December, he's not gonna get the winner of Bivol versus Artur Beterbiev. Plus, they have a rematch clause, so they'll probably throw him on there to dress it up. But he'll probably not be, they're saying he's probably possibly fighting Jesse Hart. So it's like, bro, like, these are not fights that should be on pay-per-view, dog. Like, come on, man, like, show some respect to the fans, bro. Like, give us Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. Give us that fight, bro. Please give us that fight. That's who you need to be fighting. Or at least Williams Zepeda, if you want to stay fighting Hispanics, bro. Fight Williams Zepeda. I think that makes for a great action-packed fight, and you can sell that. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Do you like this fight or not? But what do I know?